Hello and thanks for joining me. I'm DMac. Today we're going to do a bit of a show and tell because I was sorting out my lock cupboard. It sits just off to the right, off screen here. And I cleared a bit of space and I thought, what can I put in there? And I thought, I've got a couple of Cutaway padlocks. I'll stick those in there. Not just padlocks, some other locks as well. And I didn't realise how many I'd actually acquired because they were all stored in different boxes around my desk here. So I put them all in the same place and yeah, they looked really nice. And I wanted to share them with you. So we'll just quickly go through them and I'll show you the ones that I've accumulated over the years. First up, we've got this Euro lock here, and this was a DIY one. I did this years ago. There's a great lock noob video. I'll try and link it and leave a link up there to it. You can just get any Euro lock, and with a file and a hacksaw, you can make this cutaway. So it's not very pretty, not really well done, but it was one that I made and one that I still use to make videos to this day. It's really nice to have in your collection. I'd recommend you trying it if you haven't done already. Next up is this American 1100 padlock. Now I got this one from the Flying Red Buddha, and I did make a video on this one. He was active in the community a couple of years ago. He's been very quiet of late, but he did a video series where he was learning how to make these cutaways and sold some throughout the community, gave them away, that sort of thing. And yeah, this one's just absolutely awesome. Really nice. You can see right into all of the pins, and you can see everything within the padlock, all the shackle up there. You can see the retaining screw there, which goes down to this little bolt there, which holds everything together, and you can see the shackle spring. Really nice example of a cutaway lock. So here is a beautiful padlock, and this is a Wilson Bohanan brass body padlock. Absolutely lovely cutaway. This was made by Jimmy Longs, and I was lucky enough to win this on the Pick in Time live stream giveaway. Now this padlock has featured in a lot of my shorts that I've done on Instagram and also on YouTube, so you may have seen it on there. But yeah, really nice. Look, you can see all the pins, shackle, springs and ball bearings. This is a really nice padlock, this one, and a really nice, well done cutaway. Some cutaways are homemade and some are commercially available, and this one is commercially available. You can see grub screws in the top there. And this is like a training lock, so you would get this when you first start picking, and you can see right into, let's just get the key out, right into the chambers on both sides. You've got those grub screws up the top, so you can take all the pins out, put security pins in and teach yourself how to pick. But they also make a really nice display piece and to show people how locks work. It's still a nice cutaway. This one came from UK lock pickers, who unfortunately are no longer trading, but I believe you can get it from UK bump keys. It's exactly the same model. Really nice to have in the collection though. Next up, we have got this Ablo 330 cutaway. Look at that, absolutely gorgeous, seeing the brass against the silver. This one is commercially available. It's made by RWB Customs. You can contact him on Instagram or on the Discord or on a lot of the Facebook groups. So this one is a disc detainer padlock, and if we lock him up there, you can see all the discs. You can see the sidebar just there, and let's see this one working, if I can get the key in. There we go. So the discs turn. That little silver sidebar retracts. Oh, I haven't got it keying properly. Discs turn, sidebar retracts, that central section turns. The ball bearings can go in, and yeah, the lock's open. Really nice to see. Cutaways, really nice to see. Disc detainer cutaways. So the next cutaway that I was able to get my hands on was this one, and this one came from Multipick. You've got their logo on there. And this one again is commercially available. And it's a training lock, so you've got these grub screws at the top so you can get access to the chambers. So in this side, it looks like I've got barrel pins in there. This one has got some spool pins, so not only can you use it to demonstrate how a lock works, but you can also progressively pin it, put different pins in there, key pins, driver pins, security pins, and learn how to pick. But yeah, looks really nice. It's been really well made. You've got those bevels on there. You can see the brass that the lock is actually made of. Yeah, really nice one to look at that. This one here is a DIY cutaway that I made myself. Now there is a video of this. I'll put that up there actually. showing you how I made this. So this one is a disc detainer. It's an Ablo classic. And yeah, you can see there I made this so it's like a picking aid really, so that I can see I can learn how to pick Ablo classics. And you can see all the discs turning and that central section going around. Now these little cam locks are really easy to make cutaways from, and if you've got a few extra ones, I certainly recommend looking at doing that yourself. The next cutaway that I got was this one, and this was relatively recently. And this says it's just been laser etched on here, presented to DMAC, and there you go, there's my ugly face, for getting 250,000 followers on Instagram and 15,000 subscribers here on YouTube. And this was presented to me from Covert Instruments. So yeah, thanks for sending me this, really appreciate that. This one is commercially available, not with all this gumph on there, but you know, just getting a normal 1100 with this cutaway, which shows you all of the working pieces. So we've got the pins and springs in there, we can see the actuator, we can see the shackle spring and the ball bearings there, and this one should give us a really nice shackle pop. There we go, beautiful. Yeah, nice little cutaway this. And finally, coming to the end, we have got another Ablo cutaway, and another one that was made by RWB Customs. These are available. I think he's still got a few of these available if you contact him through Instagram or Discord. So this one is an Ablo Classic, which, as I mentioned, I'm working on picking, so it's really good to have cutaways that show you all the discs. Let's put this in here and we can see this one working. So we put the correct key in, and those discs should rotate around. The sidebar, which sits just there, just see the silver bit just there, retracts, and there we go, that central section spins, and those two ball bearings are then free, which means the shackle can open. So there's no shackle spring on these Ablo padlocks. But this one is a good example of a cutaway because of course it goes all the way through, and you can just see the whole lock sort of stripped down to just its bare working mechanisms. Yeah, really nice to see, and yeah, great that it's commercially available. Kind of looks like an angry face. So there you go, that was my whistle-stop tour through my cutaway collection. As I said in the beginning, I didn't realise that I'd acquired so many, but nice to have them all on display. I think if you're into lock sport, even if you're into collecting or not, I think it's great to have a couple of cutaways in the collection. You can make them yourself quite easily. You can get training locks. They, you know, they're all cutaways, and you know, it's nice to have those on display. You can get commercially available ones, or the kind of more bespoke cutaways that you do see sometimes if you go over to the LPU Discord. Either way, you get them. Great to have them in the collection, and they're a good way to demonstrate to people who don't understand how a lock works, and maybe you could introduce them to the sport of lock sport. Who knows? Anyway, hope you've enjoyed the video today. I've certainly enjoyed getting these out and showing them off to you. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.